That was a warning.
That was fun.
Salman Khan, yeah. That must have been a big surprise.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear about that.
At all. I did not see that coming. That was a very welcomed surprise. Let me ask you, first thoughts.
Okay, that was so epic. It was an epic action film. I love the surprise of Salman Khan, and the meetup between them is like one of my favorite meetups I've ever seen in a movie. I'm so glad I know about the history of them and how regarded they are and how much now I love them in movies, because I feel like I got it. You know, like I feel like I actually got how big of a deal that was. Yeah. And I think this spyverse that they're creating is really, really fun. I loved the way this was shot. I thought it was such a, like, it had the right twists and turns. It's like a movie that you definitely want to watch with your entire family and just have like the best time ever. Just being like, what?
Yes.
You're doing that? Like you're becoming Falcon? Like you're gonna fly and then like jump in the air and catch it? Y'all are insane.
His co-star in this, what's her name?
Deepika.
Yeah, Deepika. Man, she came with it. Attitude that she brought to the style that she brought, the fight scenes that she was able to do. Like it was just fun to watch her enjoy this playground as well. I thought they worked very well together. They had an interesting, fun kind of chemistry too, keeping some of the tension at bay as they're trying to do their jobs. You know, I'm always a fan of, you know, for finding ways to invoke national pride and also love the people that surround you as well. So these mashups between these two countries who have history, let's just be honest, and then able to find like a common foe in order to save everybody. I just like that. I like it when everybody can kind of win, and then kind of like love is the thing that wins overall.
I love the way that I've seen a lot of films handle India and the Pakistan and kind of uniting, especially Tiger. We know with Zoya and Tiger, they have a similar storyline, a little bit different, but I think that this is why movies are the best, and movies and TV are just simply the best, and sports do the same thing, right? Yeah. We have this ability to unite in a way that is so hard for us to do when we're off entertainment, but it just shows you like what is actually possible. India's just setting the tone for what action films should be like nowadays, with the technology we have, with the talent that we have available to us, with everything that we have. I feel like they just take it and run with it, from the music to the way it was shot to the cast that they had on this team to the costume design that I couldn't stop going off about. It just is all like wow, okay, y'all really know how to work a screen.
yeah, no, I feel you on that. I like the villain. I thought the actor that played Jim did a really good job. Great voice, you know. Another one of those things where it's a good villain because I don't agree with you, but I get it. I understand. You know, you're going way over the top for this cause of revenge, but you know, it's like, okay, that's a decent enough cause that works for me as to why you take these steps. There's a legendary scene in this series called Daredevil. There's this stairwell scene that happens when Daredevil is fighting everybody on the stairwell trying to get down, and it's arguably one of the greatest fight scenes on television. There was a scene in this one that reminded me of it, and it was when they were on the train, when they were leaving Russia. Pathaan was stuck. This is before he knew we were gonna get the big surprise, and he had to fight all these dudes by himself. I thought that was absolutely amazing. That close quarter combat, and then they're on the train, everything's moving, and he's just trying to, and then he fights himself to pure exhaustion before the big reveal comes. So that scene was already amazing, and then the way that they segmented Tiger into that, it's like you're already at this fever, like, oh my God, this is amazing, and then they're like, nah, but wait, we got one more thing to give you, Tiger. It's like, oh my gosh.
Completely. It kind of reminded me of the bus scene that everyone freaked out about in Shang-Chi too.
Right. Yes.
Like that's the scene people remember the most in that movie, I feel like. And this will be the scene I definitely remember the most. I feel you on that. But the way Shah Rukh Khan can just work with everyone on screen, like his chemistry with Deepika, his chemistry with Salman Khan, it's like this guy is just such a star, and I hope that Deepika is in the next iterations of what I think Pathaan will be, because it seems like they're really opening up the franchise with his character in the same way that they have done with Tiger's character. That like excites me. The disease aspect of it, like it was actually something scary but unique. I feel like I haven't seen that in a while. I'm not saying it's the first movie to do disease warfare, but I haven't seen it in a while. And I feel like it was done in a way that was truly scary because you got to see it in action with the scientists who opened opened it. And so it's like, it just made the stakes that much higher to think about how that could happen and how important it was to stop it.
There's such an importance to showing rather than just telling, and to see all of that go down, and then have that scene where you have to make the ultimate sacrifice. They took their lives before they like imploded the whole like lab on top of itself, and being like, dang, this is serious. It's like, wow, you think about like how quick it destroys life and how you can just annihilate an entire city in the span of like, like a couple of days, and it's still controlled. It's like, oh my gosh, just the concept of that. I was like, I hate when like stuff like that gets put into the universe, because I'm like, oh, right,
because some villains like,
but it was good. You're right. When you think about it, it's like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely terrible. Ugh.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call her ma'am. That's what she was called by Pathaan. But when she just like shot herself, because it's like, yeah, I gotta go before this takes me any further, because this is gnarly.
They came out the gates really hard too. There was this scene where they were fighting on the top. It's like the very, very, very beginning, and they're in the city. And they're fighting on top of the truck. The 2 helicopters come, and they got the wire going in between it, and they're sliding the scientists across the wire and all this other stuff. It's like they came out of the gates on some serious, like, you better strap yourself in, because we're about to do the complete unbelievable, and you are just going to have a fun time.
I feel like all of the action sequences were insane, but even in the trailer, it gave me Fast and Furious vibes, but it felt even a little more grounded. I don't know. It's like when they were happening, it's like, you're like, this is insane, but they pulled it off because I think of the work they've done in this Spyverse to get here, that I'm rolling with it. I'm like, okay, this is possible in this world. And it just was so creative. I would love to be in those meetings beforehand to be like, okay, so we're gonna jump out of this helicopter, but then I'm gonna drop my knife, and then I have to just fling myself to your rope and hope that I can cut us undone.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's absolutely insane. Yo, and let's not forget, and they squeezed in a heist to go along with it, and it was pretty good.
Totally.
It had so much. They were like, no, we're gonna give you a heist to go with it too.
Right, and that was done in such a compact time, actually. Like, for them to get to the Karen, to get to the uncle, the auntie, and then break through this vault. That was definitely a fun sequence. And then I like that we get short backgrounds of all of these agents. We got it with Deepika's character, and we got it with Pathaan's character of kind of knowing how they don't really have family. The only one who really did have family was Jim, and his family was sadly taken by the job, so to speak. And then, but you get to know the background info of these agents, so you feel a little more connected to them. And then I love the Afghanistan storyline with Pathaan, and how that was like his family, his people, in addition to India, obviously.
No, I loved that because I really felt that connection that he wanted family because he didn't have one, and then it came in the most unlikeliest of places, and then they paid it forward in the end. That was just really nice. I was like, y'all ain't finna make me cry. You better stop playing with me.
Hey, one people, one love. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, but that was awesome. Yeah. That was so good. I can't wait for the Tiger Pathaan meetup again.
Yes.
I feel like people are gonna lose their shit over that.
Y'all know how much I loved Zoya in the Tiger films, and to see her team up with oh my gosh, I just forgot her name.
Oh, with Deepika's character.
Yeah, dude. I think that is what I'm waiting for a whole lot too. I mean, we already got the two guys, but them two ladies getting together, that's a whole lot of ass that's going to get
Rubina's character, that end scene I have to shout out, when she had like that machine gun.
Yeah.
She's like, I was like, yes, really, let's go. God. And looking like a straight 10.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
God.
Love to see it.
Absolutely.
Any other final thoughts, Sintel?
Not just, here's to the age of having fun in cinema. I just, let's get back to the fun. Don't get me wrong. I like to get into the details and the minutia and everything as much as everybody else. But at the end of the day, we go to these places to see these, go to the theater or rent these movies, or we won't even rent the movies or download these movies, whatever the thing is, to be entertained and to be whisked away. And I'm just happy that it seems like we're getting to that being more of an importance.
Knowing what your thing is, like understanding the assignment. I feel like some movies are meant to be more serious, and super logical and pragmatic. And then some, it's just like you're having fun while also telling deeper tones in it, like weave throughout about patriotism and just people in general and good winning over evil. But I mean, if you're gonna blow some stuff up along the way, hell yeah.
Yeah, that part, yeah.
Okay, well, I absolutely loved this ride. I hope y'all did too. Before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up pretty please. And then drop in the comments your favorite scene from this movie. I want to know what part really got to you, because there were so many. I'm sure it has to do maybe with the Tiger PATHAAN meetup, but who knows. I'm STEPH SABRAW. This is...
Hey, it's your boy SYNTELL.
Much love.